Not tired yet. We are waiting on Bill Belichick and Sean McDermott. Their thoughts on maybe not a unique game, but certainly rare. We haven't seen weather like that impact a game in the NFL in quite a while. We've also got some bad beats. The best thing I saw today, Steve, you know I love the weather fronts.
You sure do.
You know I love the snow. I'm a snow lover. Look at that. It's magnificent. It's absolute bedlam in western New York. So you get lake effect, you had a cold front come through, you get the wind off Lake Erie, and then it just could dump snow.
All right.
Winds howling, absolutely howling. How much so? Well, let's watch this. Ball is in the air and whee! I think that's Dawson Knox. They don't get that in Oxford, down in the Grove. All right, the Monday Nighter, Bills, Patriots. First place in the AFC East on the line is December. And look, the weather's fun to talk about, but what's the impact of this wind left to right? Tyler Bass opening kickoff, high and deep and out of here. I've never seen that in my life. It's 10 rows deep. Bills, good field position. Matt Breida just loses the football. And they are working with the wind, needed to try to get points there. They don't. All right, so the Patriots into the wind. One cut, you get a seal, and Damian Harris, 64-yard touchdown. Patriots start the game with 10 consecutive design runs. That's the longest streak under Bill Belichick. I don't know how many games Bill's played in 50-mile-an-hour winds. Patriots going into the wind. If you saw any social media, you saw what the kicks look like going in this direction. They pass on that. Let's go for two. Brandon Bolden gets it. Patriots lead 8-0. Bills, again, have got the win but can't do anything with it. And this punt, does that hit N'Keal Harry? After review, it was determined that the ball did graze his helmet. You see it change direction there. That's the Bills football. Harry's not normally back there. Can Buffalo take advantage? Hand cannon. Josh Allen to Gabriel Davis. Bills kick the extra point, 8-7. Following Pat's drive, it's a pass! That's to Jonnu Smith.
It's a hell of a catch.
It is a hell of a catch by Smith. Drive continuing. Now, Patriots have got the wind at their back. There goes Bolden for a gain of 16. Patriots threw the ball one time in the first half. That's the fewest by a team since at least 1978, according to Elias. They get a field goal, 11-7. That's your score at the break. Third quarter, Stephon Diggs, double move. Allen looking deep. This was the one deep ball that was thrown the entire game, and Diggs cannot come up with it. Have to believe that it gets up in that wind and starts sailing. Diggs is looking, where is it? And just hits off of his hands. Bills missed that opportunity. 3rd and 7. Allen. I thought we'd see him run a lot more than he did. Now, Allen's trying to reach for the line to gain. They call Miles Bryant for unnecessary roughness. That's a horrible call. Bill Belichick was livid about something on the sidelines. I don't know for certain it was that, but he had his say. Bills would get a field goal. It's 11-10. So now the whole fourth quarter, Bills into the win. Here's what I'm talking about. Allen's a big mobile quarterback. Let him run it. They do. 21-yard gain. They get down there inside the 10. It's 2nd and goal. Allen knocked down, not by a Patriot defender. Now he is. That's Matthew Judon who gets the sack. And it's 4th and goal, and the Bills decide to try a kick into the wind, and you see it peel off to the right. Bass has got a huge leg. It wasn't the distance, it was just the wind seemed to push it right. Patriots continue to lead by 4. Patriots passing again on 3rd and 11. It's a dump off to Bolden. Jones threw the ball 3 times the entire game. Bills get it back late. That's into the wind. That's an incredible catch by Diggs. Spinning, right foot, toe drag, and they continue the drive. They get down there inside the red zone. Here on 3rd and 14, Allen incredibly keeps the play alive. Is somebody wide open? No, looking for Dawson Knox to try to make a play. Adrian Phillips is able to break it up. Another look here. That's actually an amazing job not to get flagged for PI. It feels like they'll throw it in many instances, but Knox not able to get it. Phillips able to knock it away. So now it's 4th and 14, and Allen's pass knocked down by Bryant. The Patriots allow that one couple of trips actually to the red zone, but don't allow a second half touchdown. And the Patriots extend the longest active win streak in the National Football League to 7 games. Historic for Bill Belichick. That breaks a tie with Don Shula for the most 7-game win streaks by any head coach in the history of the league. Shula, the all-time record of 328 career wins. Bill Belichick is 40 shy of that record. After the game, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde with some thoughts after the game.
I mean, what kind
Boy,
of question?
what are we doing, bro?
What kind of question is that?
All right.
I think we
keep
gave
that.
up
Keep all right.
7 points.
Yeah,
14
14 to
14.
14 to 10. Is that the final score?
We made stops when we had to. They had one big run. I mean, they got good backs.
Yeah. All right.
They kept coming back to a couple runs. I mean, I don't know how you want us to answer that question.
That's funny. Well, we'll remember that. I'll remember that.
Micah, how do you mentally get over this? I know it's easy to say, we'll get over.
You know, this loss, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, we do get to see him again in a couple of weeks. You know, our focus obviously is trying to get better from this tape and then moving on to Tampa Bay. Big game down there in Tampa Bay next week. We'll see this team again. You know, it's a good football team that we lost to today, and you know, we'll figure out a way to bounce back. Thanks.
This goes in this respect. It's all about respect. I come here every single week and I answer your questions truthfully, honestly. I appreciate you guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They were asked about the Patriots running on them. I mean, it's reasonable for them. I mean, what were the Patriots going to do? It was a night where they were going to run the football. They had one long run. I don't.
Right.
It was a 14-10 final score.
Right.
All right.
So I say, man, you know what? Sometimes when you lose, though, the littlest things agitate you. You think people are supposed to understand, but they got to do their jobs. And, you know, that happens. And,
Right. Well, I mean, look, it's
kind of walk out and you
they
say,
got to ask questions,
Yeah.
but I think that how you frame questions is often important. I'll try to do a good job here, Ryan Clark. So that you,
listen,
you
this
stay-
safety won't be upset at you, SVP.
Hey, look, you weren't out there in the snow and the wind tonight. Now, the Patriot defense, in the end, is able to come up big. Outside of that one long touchdown run from Harris, I mean, and a fumble that gave the Bills plus territory there, which they cashed in for a touchdown. Not a whole lot of scoring on a night where the weather was big. What did the defense for the Patriots do late that kept the score where it was?
So we're going to watch this last play. So we're going to just let it play through. Here you're going to see Josh Allen gets the snap. He looks to his left immediately, gets some pressure from McCourty. Myles Garrett comes off. He makes the play. Now we're flying away. We're doing the airplane. Everything's all good. But let's really lock in and see how this happens before the celebration. So we're going to get double post from the front side. We're going to go here from the outside, and then we're going here inside with Beasley. What you're going to notice right as soon as the play begins is there's no one in the middle of the field. That's because we're going to get two rushers that are in coverage here. He's in coverage and he's in coverage. These guys are going to be locked in on the back and the tight end. If the back and the tight end decide to block, now they're going to add to the rush. That's who becomes the free rusher in Devin McCourty. So what we're going to know and expect out of the backside is this guy's in zero coverage, this guy's in zero coverage, this guy's in zero coverage. So you're expecting inside man-to-man. So let's let the play go a little bit here. So watch, the play goes here. We get the zero blitz. We're going to pause it here. Now we're expecting that Miles Bryant is going to be inside of Cole Beasley. We have both of these guys right here. And now if Cole Beasley crosses his face, you expect Josh Allen to throw him the football. But if Miles Bryant continues and follows behind Cole Beasley right there, you're expecting this area to open up because what do you see? Let's look at Jalen Mills' body position. He's already open. He's given the inside to Davis on the break. Now you allow the play to go a little bit further. Right here, Right here is where Myles Bryant understood and made the decision. Josh Allen comes right off of Cole Beasley, and his eyesight and his eye line is going to be straight here, looking at Davis to the outside. Myles Bryant is going to feel that. He's going to feel that because he's looking through Cole Beasley to the quarterback. He's going to fall off right here, make the play. Now, I know Eli and Peyton were saying that the wind was pushing the ball that way. I thought the wind was pushing the other way. I'm obviously not in upstate New York, so I don't know. But when you look at a double post like that, once you realize the middle of the field safety isn't there, if you can draw the slot guy out, you are supposed to make that throw. I believe Josh Allen made the correct decision. Myles Bryant didn't play it all the way inside. He was able to get the vision and make the play. It seemed like the defensive backs for the New England Patriots made all the plays. Before that, Phillips makes a huge play. Go back early on in the game, and they break up another football. The New England Patriots find ways to win, and this was the way they found to win tonight.
There was a lot of overlap in your playing career with New England being great because they've been great for a long time.
They beat my butt a lot.
Look, they had what, one brief moment a year ago where okay, not great. What's the reaction and the conversation around locker rooms, the muttering that has to be going on, that this retooled group, particularly on the defensive side with this rookie quarterback, has got this 7-game winning streak?
Well, you know what it is? It's that Bill Belichick is the GOAT. Bill Belichick is the greatest of all time. That he understands how to build football teams in his likeness and image. You know, the only other person they talked about building things in his likeness and image, it was in the Bible, and it was God.
I was going to say it's
right. And so Bill Belichick, in this offseason, he realized what he had last year wasn't good enough with COVID opt-outs, with the guy he had at quarterback, with some of the weapons they have. You go out, you get the weapons you need. You get back to playing tight end football. You get running backs who run the football the way you want to, and you build from front to back defensively. This is like all of the teams we watched Bill Belichick win with Tom Brady before he actually became Tom Brady. They play great defense. They run the football. They have a quarterback that doesn't make mistakes and that's not upset when he only throws the ball 3 times for 19 yards. This is the wins you have to have in order to get home field advantage, and that's right where they sit tonight.
I've heard him say what he covets: tough, smart, dependable. This was a night where I think a lot of things got thrown out the window, but if you're tough, if you're smart, and you're dependable, this was a night where maybe you can make plays like the ones you just diagrammed. All right, a little more to come with you as we continue on SportsCenter. Brian Clark back to share which teams from that